It's time for an early look at CoinOps Next 2 Gems, the Plus Edition. Okay guys, as we get fired away and started here, I do have to give a special shout out and thank you to Brittany Piers, Pitmick, Jahito, and the entire CoinOps development team for letting me have an early look at the CoinOps Next 2 Gems Plus Edition build, which is about to be released very, very soon by the CoinOps team on their Discord. Now, I will leave links in the video description below for you to join the CoinOps Discord, as well as check out Pitmick's YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. He's been dropping lots of videos showing all of us some wonderful teasers on what CoinOps Next 2, the official macro build, will have with it. So definitely show him some support. Now let's start taking a tour of the Plus Edition for CoinOps Gems. As you can see here, you have the ability where you can get your scan lines on or off. I prefer scan lines off. Sometimes on the occasional game I'll turn them on, but primarily I prefer them off, as well as I prefer glass effects off. But then again, they are really cool features if you want your gameplay experience to mimic the effect of playing on a beat-up arcade machine or a CRT from back in the day. They are really cool. You also have the ability to change your themes. I prefer the dark theme. As you can see here, as when you switch it over, it kind of reboots, and now the little color scheme and effects behind the games is now black. There's various colors you can change it into. Now, before I dive into the included games, how many games, size of the build, all that kind of stuff, head on over and check out the help feature under the settings options. You'll notice when you click the A button, we have another Easter egg. CoinOps Gems, the micro version, had Easter eggs. They had 2 hidden games. This build is no different, but the games have been swapped out. We now have the Donkey Kong Game & Watch version here, this LCD game. It's hilarious. I totally suck at it, but it was fun to play. But the one that's really, really cool is when you head over to the Inspiration and hit the A button, it will launch the PlayStation 3 console version of Afterburner Climax. Fantastic game. A lot of fun. Super cool to find this as an Easter egg on here. This was a really, really cool find on this particular build. Have a lot of fun playing this game, killing as many guys as you possibly can. Big shout out and thank you to the Discord team for including this as an Easter egg. Okay guys, as we kind of start scrolling through the menus here so you guys can get a glimpse and see what games are included with CoinOps Next 2 Gems Plus Edition, just some quick factoids. So the standard CoinOps Next 2 Gems that was released about a week, almost 2 weeks ago, that particular build was only about 6 gigabytes and it had 130 included games. The reason it's called Gems is these are truly gems, folks. These are hand-picked, some of the best arcade games of all time. Now with the CoinOps Next 2 Gems Plus Edition, this particular version is about 18 gigabytes of data when you download it, and it has 350 games. That's right, more than double what the previous build had. 350 games, and each particular section of games has 45 games per section. So it's really, really cool. So a lot of games, maybe some of your personal favorites that were on the original CoinOps Next 2 Gems have probably been added if you felt like they were left out. Now, what's really, really cool as well is they've also added a console game category. So you have, going from the top, when you look at the top with the Pac-Man logo to the bottom, you have your arcade games, you have your shoot-em-ups, vertical scrolling games, you have your run-and-gunners, you have your beat-em-ups, you have your shooter games that are not, and then you have your fighting games, and then you have at the very bottom there with Mario, you have console games. They've added a bunch of console games as well. What I really like about the CoinOps Gems builds is, you know, these are more intimate builds. A lot of us, we like having thousands upon thousands upon thousands of games on our platform. CoinOps Gems, these particular builds are meant to be more standalone. You're really not going to be dumping and adding and growing these particular builds. You're going to wait until the official CoinOps Next 2, which that should hopefully be coming out here in the next month or so. But for these particular builds, if you're looking for something smaller that just has the cream of the crop, some of the best games available, or some of the best games of all time, I should say, you definitely might, this might interest you as well. 350 games, and they're all really, really good ones. Some of the greatest of all time. I think you're really going to enjoy playing this particular build, as well as if you have, let's say, an At Games Legends Ultimate, you can obviously stream this particular build to the cabinet via their ArcadeNet link patch, or using their OTG on the go method, you could even hardwire your PC, plug it in with an HDMI cable and a male-to-male USB cable, and what do you know, your controls will be working, and you can also play this on your At Games Legends Ultimate arcade machine. And of course, one of my favorite games of all time got added. Thanks so much, BP. Cowboys of Moo Mesa. So excited to see that on here, as well as many, many more additions that were left off the CoinOps Gems Mini that was released a couple weeks ago. And if you're a fan of those classic beat-em-up games, some really, really good ones that were not on CoinOps Gems Mini have been added, such as your Golden Axe series is now on here, as well as many, many more. As we continue to show these off, as you can see, we got our Ninja Gaiden on here, we got our POW, Prisoners of War, The Punisher. Of course, we also have Rastan, Renegade, The Simpsons, but another one that got added, Spider-Man. Super excited that this is on here as well. The side-scrolling shooters as well as the vertical shooters, you're going to find 90 games that you really, really like. And then, of course, under the fighting game category, you got your Killer Instincts, you got your King of Fighters, as well as pretty much every... You have Marvel superheroes, you got Marvel versus Marvel versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom, many, many awesome selections. You have Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. You also have about 7 or 8 different Street Fighter games, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, the works. There's a lot of good stuff on here. As we spend the next couple of minutes wrapping up the video, definitely wanted to show off the main feature that got added to this particular build. Obviously was they've added console games. 45 of some of the coolest ones ever made for various systems: Super Nintendo, PlayStation, Dreamcast, Sega Genesis, Sega CD. Now, unfortunately, you can't make a 10-minute video and show off all 350-some games included in this build, but we'll spend the next couple of minutes just showing off these games that are included. That way you guys can get a taste of the console games that are on here. Do us a favor, though, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of CoinOps Next 2 Gems. Is this build for you? Would you rather have mini 130 games? Is 350 the right amount, considering these 350 are some of the best of the best? Or are you one of those folks who's holding off? I want the whole kit and caboodle P-dubs. I want thousands upon thousands of games. Definitely give us a thumbs up. Leave your comments below. I try to respond to all the comments I possibly can. And as always, subscribe to the channel. We'll let this play out, and I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy watching the rest.